And last, I have 1995's Heat, definitive director's definitive edition. Yep. Here's my thoughts. Man, Val Kilmer with a ponytail. That takes me back. Yeah, it takes me back because there are three men from, actually, no, four men from the 90s that I enjoyed with ponytails. Kevin Smith. Yes, there are two Kevin Smiths. One is a comic book junkie. One played Ares. Guess who I'm thinking about? Ares. Lorenzo Lamas, one Renegade. Love that long hair. Oh, fuck. And Adrian Paul, Highlander. Oh, I'm still mad at him for cutting his fucking ponytail. That beautiful bastard cut his fucking hair. Fucking asshole. Ruined my childhood. That's not my Duncan MacLeod. Anyway. Wild that this film is not only a cult classic, but also coming up on 30 years old. And so's Desperado, too. Man, I'm getting old. But hey, now you can age a girl by a movie. It's amazing that everyone would go on to have stellar career roles after this came out. Yeah, definitely. I almost did a whole section of that, but I was like, nah, I'm good. It's also a damn shame that Tom Sizemore isn't here anymore because he died. Miss him. Wild way to open the movie with a heist. That was awesome shit. Also, love seeing my fave car too. 95 Chevy Caprice police car. Absolutely love that. But not the LAPD edition. I love the NYPD edition. The blue and white. That, I need that. I want to ride around in that car. I've been wanting to do that since I was a kid. Never got to. Still waiting. Hell of an all-star ensemble too. Damn, Ashley Judd. Fuck. Love her. Fun fact, my bestie Crystal looks like her a little bit. Yeah. Yep. Justine's right about being a cop's wife is difficult when he pulls away from her. Yeah, a cop's life ain't easy. Pretty wild that Amy Brennan would have her breakout series Judging Amy 4 years later in 99. Same year, Natalie Portman would become Queen Amidala in The Phantom Menace. Pretty dope. And everybody, it's so amazing how young everybody is too. It's nuts. And this is even cooler. De Niro was working on this and Sleepers, because Sleepers came out in October 96, while Heat dropped in December 95. So he's doing back to back shit. And if you really want to go into some shit, look at different actors' schedules during those years. A lot of them did 2 and 3 flicks back to back. That's a hell of a lot of work ethic. Oof, overdrive. Aw, Neil left Edie a glass of water. How sweet. Because she's a thirsty bitch. Understandable, since he's not the type to keep attachments just quick fucking go. You know, some guys are like that. I'm not like that. I'd rather cuddle. I love Vincent Hanna. I like the heist planning for the 12.2 million. Dude, this is cool. 4104 into the film, you can see Saban Entertainment Building. You can. It's, if you're watching it, it's in the left hand corner, just above. It's like right above. Trying to think whose head it was there. One of the cops' heads. Like you can see the logo. It's like Saban. It ties into Power Rangers. God, some wild shit. Wow, Dennis Habert's in this too. Lots of people in this shit. Payphones. I miss those. Payphones. Fuck. Y'all don't know nothing about no goddamn payphones. Oh, God. 1-800-CALLATT. 1010-220, bitch. People like, oh, he knows the code. I'm like, yeah. 1-800-COLLECT. And phone books. fucking phone books. I miss them. Fuck. Neil confronting Charlene could have been a lot worse. Yeah, he could have beat the shit out of her. Oof. Vincent found out about Michael Chirito. Yeah, Chirito. That's right. Oh, wow, an abandoned movie drive-in. That was beautiful and a good shootout. Roger Van Zant's a dead man. Never fuck over a drop-off. Rule 101 with a returning money. Never fuck it up. I love my cop and heist flicks. Yes. Oh, I love them. Nice swastika tat Slick's got. Yeah, he's got a nice swastika on his stomach. I like that. I like the symbol. I don't give a fuck about its history. I just like the symbol. Justine and Vincent's convo in the restaurant is so heavy and highlights what a relationship is and the hardships of dating a cop. Dating a cop is never easy. It's not. If you're dating a cop, you know what I'm talking about. But if you don't, find a cop, date them, you'll understand. Shit, they lost out on the first heist because SWAT man had to sit down. Dumb fuck. Because she's got a great ass and you got your head all the way up. Oh, man. Dude, Al Pacino is the best loudmouth person in a film. He really is. Like, he gets loud. Like, Jesus Christ. I would do that line loud, but Dino's asleep and I don't want to wake him up because he had a long day at work. So, yeah. But you know what I'm talking about. That shit's funny as hell. I would love to see Al Pacino in a shouting match with Will Ferrell. It'd be the best fucking thing on the planet. God. Love how Neil got shots of Vincent and the other detectives on the case. Brilliant shit. Justine's going on a date and Vincent's actually hurt by it, but he doubles up on his emotional armor so it doesn't get him down and he goes back to work. Typical boomer shit. Ooh, the restaurant scene between Vincent and Neil. I love Neil's discipline on walking away from the heist in 30 seconds if he feels the heat coming around the corner. Yeah. I do loathe people who only highlight that part of the scene and not the whole thing. I really, truly fucking do. From the freeway tracking to the end of their combo, it is cinema gold. And yet people are like, oh, here's what they both say. It's the best thing in the movie. It's pinnacle. It's a whole fucking process, shithead. They get so hyped up over a few words. I'm like, dude, the whole convo is beautiful. Start to finish. I do admire how heist films tell you how and where to do shit. Literally, they do. It's so funny. They're like, don't commit this crime, but they teach you how to commit the crime. Oh, that is so good. Ice cold. It's the little details that stand out, like any airport is restricted airspace, even to cops, unless they get permission. It's true. It's restricted airspace. They literally highlight that in every fucking movie that has planes involved with it or an airport chase. Like, you can't go in there. It's restricted. Okay, cool. I'll get permission. God, this shootout at the bank is fucking amazing. Waingro got Trejo and his wife Anna. Hugh got bagged by Vincent. Neil killed Van Zant. Sergeant Drucker's got Charlene and Alan. And Vincent taking his TV back. That was fucking funny. Val cut his hair. So I guess he was filming Heat then Batman Forever. Yeah, that's how it was. Wow, back-to-back working. That's impressive shit, though. I like Val Kilmer's ponytail. That was some cool shit. Like, that is, like... That's sex symbolism for me. That's iconic for the 90s. Like, Val Kilmer, ponytail. Like, ooh. And Charlene had to warn Chris away. Vincent kicked his TV out of the car. That's some sad shit, man. He gave that TV the boot. I'm like, man, you done hurt the TV. You broke the bitch. Ouch. Wrong pipe. Ugh. Jesus Christ, Lauren tried to kill herself. Ooh. Ooh. Fucking foreshadowing of Hannah Baker and 13 Reasons Why. 22 years later. Yeah. And of course, for 95, showing a suicide like that, like, it's unheard of. It was so unheard of. Unless you count the virgin suicides. That was really good shit, too. I enjoyed that a lot. People across the street. Distractions. ADD. Squirrel. But yeah, I remember the virgin suicides. I hadn't watched that in a long time. But I think they cut back on that, or it might have been full blown. I don't remember. I'll have to watch it and find out. But yeah, that Lauren in the bathtub reminded me of Hannah Baker because it was literally the same situation. Yep. And actually, to be honest, she's funny as it is. Lauren slashed the wrong thigh. She slashed her wrist. That was smart. But she cut her left thigh when she should have cut her right thigh. Her right thigh has the femoral artery in it, for those of you who don't know. And if you're studying anatomy and you're in the medical field, you know what I'm talking about. Because every girl's a squirter if you cut the right artery. I run on dark humor. If you don't know this, sorry. If you do, we can be best friends forever. But yeah, she... like, why'd she cut her left thigh? The right thigh has the femoral artery. Like, and even your bicep has a artery that's connected to your heart. Could have cut that shit. Shit. Oh well. Justine realizing that Vincent isn't what he wants is heartbreaking, especially with Lauren in recovery from her suicide attempt, but understanding. Beautiful. Neil triple tapped Wayne Grove's ass. That felt good to see. Look at me. Look at me. Boom, boom, boom. Beautiful. Neil left Edie behind. 30 seconds, man. Vincent shot Neil and he died. That was a stellar movie. Oh my god, it was stellar. And didn't use as much music either. It really didn't. I like that. It's a shame heist films aren't made more often. No, they really aren't. Like, if they are, they're really downplayed. And it sucks. And also with the end credits, Michael Mann has it set up to where, what did he do? He put the crew first before the cast, which is pretty cool. I know the latest heist flick was Army of the Dead, but it doesn't have the same effect like Heat does. Army of the Dead was good, but not as good as Heat. You can tell what changes were made in this cut, because you can see the little snippets and edits here and there. I know there's a sequel book out. I don't know if I'm going to listen to it or not. I really don't know. Solid 9.4 out of 10. Still holds up all these decades later. Crazy. You couldn't do a heist film today because it wouldn't have the same energy that all the older ones have. Plus, you have school shootings. Fucking assholes. Those films were lightning in a bottle. Whereas anything done today would be forced and lacking the initiative. You could have an all-star cast for it, but it wouldn't have that oomph. And you know what I'm talking about, too. Because I love when it has that oomph and it meshes and it flows and it's non-fucking stop. Like, set it off. That was good shit. Best part of this film, the bank shootout and Vincent versus Neil. Can't imagine how much it costs to use the airfield. Because as I've learned from Carly when I was on Jacked Up Review podcast for X-Files retrospective, she said any place that involves a big city is a fucking headache and a mess to film. Yeah. So that was what, LA? That was expensive. And to use the airfield, that had to have been super expensive. Ain't no way that was cheap as hell to use because you have to get permission from not only the airport itself, the FAA, whatever county office that is, traffic authority, and then you have to get in touch with police department, fire department, all emergency services basically, because when you're shooting a movie, if there's an emergency and you're in that route, they have to find a way around that route. Yeah, it's a bitch. Ugh, because there's all kinds of paperwork that goes into that, and rescheduling and reshooting and all that jazz, and ooh, it's a pain in the ass. I know that because they had when they had skate day on York Street, they had to shut down York Street for I think it was an hour or so. And during that hour, they had an emergency actually, and they had to reroute the fire trucks and shit. Yeah, fun times. It's a process because they have to plan this shit out months to weeks to months ahead of time. You can't just do it on the fly. You know, you got to plan this out. That's why films take so long to make, because if it's shot in a major city, there's a lot of paperwork to go through. If it's shot overseas, you have to deal with travel restrictions, everything. Everything. And you have to deal with that country's government as well. And all the hoops you got to jump through over there, wherever you are. Pain in the ass. Do I recommend it's called Classic to You and Friends? Duh. I mean, why wouldn't I? Like, it's a good heist flick. It's a good cop flick. Cop flicks are the shit, man. 90s cop flicks are the shit. From, like, top 5, easily. Heat, Eternal Affairs, Bone Collector. Definitely Bone Collector. Seven, and... Oh, what was the one that I liked a lot from 90s? I could say Wild Things, but not really Wild Things. Double Jeopardy. Double Jeopardy. Or Along Came a Spider. Yeah, Along Came a Spider. Fuck, kiss. Fuck. Oh, or Kiss the Girls. Yeah. There ain't no kissing girls, though. We don't do that. We kiss the men with open tongue mouth. That's a Meet the Spartans reference, if you didn't get that. Yep. We greet the women with handshakes and open arms, and we greet the men with open mouth tongue kisses. That's so horrible, but funny. I love gay jokes. They're funny as fuck. So, anyway. If you don't like this shit, it's okay. It's not for everybody. People are picky. People don't like different things. My ex-friend Doug Damaris didn't like this because Robert De Niro dies in it. Weak-ass motherfucking bitch. And he's more racist than I am. Ooh, man. He hates everybody. He hates people more than I do. This motherfucker, when we went to school, and I'll end the video, he said that all the gays should be lined up on a boat and he'd shoot them. Yeah, he's much more homophobic than I am. I love gay people. They're awesome as shit. I had one gay friend, who was that? I can see his face, but I can't think of his name. Marshall? No, not Marshall. I can't think of his fucking name. He was a goofy ass motherfucker in school. I loved him. Even moaned my name playfully. I loved him. He was awesome. I hope he's okay. But anyway, I digress. I've been on here too long. So, I'm going to off here, upload all 3 of these, and go play Destiny, because I need to fish, and I need to rank up my shit. Yeah. So, till next time, like and subscribe for thoughts and prayers.